My child, stop everything you are doing right now and listen with the ears of your soul. This is not a random video that appeared on your screen by chance, nor is it a coincidence that you are hearing my voice at this exact second. This is a divine appointment, a rescue mission from the very heart of the universe. I have seen you standing on the precipice, looking down into the darkness of despair, feeling as though the weight of the world was finally going to crush the last spark of hope within you. I have heard your silent screams in the dead of night when you thought no one was listening, and I have seen the tears that stained your pillow while the rest of the world slept in ignorance. You have been running on empty, trying to hold together a life that felt like it was shattering into a million pieces, wondering where I was in the midst of your storm. Do not turn away. Do not let the distractions of this world pull your gaze from this message, for if you ignore this call, you may miss the very miracle I have orchestrated to save your life. Before I reveal the profound reason why I had to let your foundations tremble, and why I had to shake your world to its core, I ask you to make a choice of faith. Do not stay a stranger to my grace. Press the like button and subscribe to this sanctuary of light right now to confirm that you are ready to receive my protection and walk into your destiny. This is more than just a gesture. It is an act of spiritual alignment that signals to the heavens that you are listening. Type "I am here, Lord" or 7007 in the comments immediately to open the gates of your heart. By doing so, you are claiming your place as a chosen one and inviting my presence to move through your life like a rushing wind. Your connection to this message is the first step in the transformation I am about to perform in your circumstances. I have watched you struggle against the invisible forces that have been trying to steal your peace and derail your purpose. I saw the enemy's trap long before you did, a trap designed to lead you into a pit from which you could not escape. I saw the people you trusted preparing to let you go, and I saw the opportunities you craved turning into poison that would have destroyed your future. You thought you were failing, you thought you were being rejected, and you thought your life was falling apart. But I am here to tell you that you were not falling apart. You were being redirected. The shaking you felt was my hand reaching down to pull you away from a disaster you couldn't see. I had to disrupt your current path because it was leading you toward a cliff, and my love for you is too great to let you perish in a shadow that was never meant for you. Do not be afraid of the silence or the sudden changes that have left you feeling lost. I am the architect of your destiny, and I never tear down a wall without the intention of building something far more magnificent in its place. You are being built, not broken. You are becoming the person who can handle the weight of the massive blessings I am preparing to pour out upon you. The darkness that has been chasing you is about to be swallowed by the light of my glory. Stay with me, my precious one, for the revelation I am about to share will explain every tear you have shed and every door that has been closed in your face. The rescue has already begun, and by the time this message ends, you will understand that the very thing you feared was the end was actually the beginning of your greatest victory. I have seen you, my beloved, in those quiet, agonizing hours when the world is draped in silence and the rest of the world is lost in dreams. I have seen you waking up at 3 in the morning, your heart racing with a heaviness you cannot explain, feeling as though an invisible hand is pressing down on your chest. You lay there in the dark, staring at the ceiling, your mind a whirlwind of what-ifs and how-longs, while the silence of the room feels deafening. I have watched you try to breathe through the anxiety that arrives like an uninvited guest, making your lungs feel tight and your spirit feel suffocated. You are not losing your mind, and you are not falling apart. You are carrying the weight of a season that was designed to be too heavy for you to bear alone. I have been there in every toss and turn, every sigh that escaped your lips, and every moment where you felt so drained that even the thought of the next day felt like an impossible mountain to climb. You have been running on the fumes of your own strength for far too long, and I have seen the exact moment your reserves hit zero. I see the way you look at yourself in the mirror during the day, searching for the light that used to dance in your eyes, only to find shadows and weariness instead. I have seen the physical toll this journey has taken on your body, the constant tension in your shoulders that no rest can soothe the dull ache in your bones, and the way your very skin feels tired from the stress you have been enduring. You go through the motions of your life smiling for others while your inner self is weeping from exhaustion. I have seen you standing in the shower, letting the water hide your tears, wondering if you will ever feel like yourself again. You feel as though you are walking through thick mud where every step requires a monumental effort that no one around you seems to notice or understand. They see a person who is fine, but I see a warrior whose armor is dented and whose heart is bruised. I see the fatigue that goes deeper than sleep can reach a soul. Weariness that comes from being the one who always has to be strong, the one who always has to have the answers, and the one who is constantly giving while receiving nothing in return. This exhaustion you feel is not a punishment, my precious one, but a signal that the old way of living has reached its end. I have allowed this physical and spiritual fatigue to settle over you because I am preparing you to let go of the burdens I never asked you to carry. You have been trying to sustain things that I never ordained, and you have been holding up structures in your life that were meant to fall so that I could build something eternal. I saw you trying to save everyone else while you were drowning, and I had to step in. This heaviness is the bridge between your old strength and my divine power. When you feel that you can no longer take another step, that is exactly where I am waiting to carry you. Your body is reacting to the spiritual shift happening in the atmosphere. You are being emptied of the you that relied on human effort so that you can be filled with the you that is fueled by my spirit. Rest now in the knowledge that I have seen every moment of your struggle, and I am already working to restore the years and the energy that the locusts of worry have eaten away. I have been the silent witness to every betrayal that has pierced your heart. My child, I saw the very moments when those you trusted most turned their backs on you, leaving you standing in the cold, wondering what you did wrong. I saw the hidden smiles of those who whispered behind your back while they ate at your table. I heard the conversations held in secret rooms where your name was dragged through the mud by the very people you had once defended with your life. You gave them your loyalty, your resources, and your most vulnerable secrets, only to have them used as weapons against you. I saw the look in your eyes when the realization hit you, the sharp, stinging pain of realizing that the love you gave was never truly returned, and that you were merely a stepping stone for their own selfish ambitions. Your heart is covered in scars from wounds that no one else can see, cuts that go deeper than any physical blade could ever reach. Do not think for a moment that their actions went unnoticed by the heavens. I saw how you kept your integrity even when they tried to strip you of your dignity. I saw how you chose silence over retaliation even though your soul was screaming for justice. You have been discarded like an object after being used for your kindness, left to pick up the pieces of a shattered trust that you didn't break. I have counted every drop of blood that leaked from your spirit when they walked away without a word of explanation. I know the hollow feeling in your chest, that agonizing void where a friendship or a partnership once lived. They took advantage of your light because they were consumed by their own darkness, and they tried to extinguish your flame because it made them uncomfortable with their own mediocrity. You were too much for them to handle, not because you were difficult, but because your destiny was too large for their small minds to comprehend. Before I reveal how I am going to vindicate you in the presence of those who mocked you, I need you to confirm your faith in my justice. If you believe that I am the one who heals the brokenhearted and binds up their wounds, do not remain silent. Press the like button and subscribe to this channel right now, joining this family of believers who have also been forged in the fire. This is your way of signaling to me that you are ready to let go of the bitterness and move into the season of restoration I have prepared. Type breakthrough is mine or 777 in the comments to claim your healing. By doing this, you are telling the enemy that his weapons of betrayal have failed and that you are standing firm on the rock that cannot be shaken. Your agreement here is the seal upon the promise that your tears are being turned into the oil of joy. I want you to understand something very clearly. I allowed those people to leave your life because they were never meant to go where I am taking you. They were seasonal passengers on a journey that requires eternal commitment. I shook your world and allowed those relationships to crumble because they had become a weight that was keeping you tethered to the ground. If I had not permitted that betrayal, you would have stayed in a toxic environment that would have eventually poisoned your purpose. I was protecting you from a future of even greater pain by allowing a temporary sting today. They were not the one, they were not the friend, and they were not the partner for your destiny. They were the test of your character. You have passed that test with tears in your eyes, and now I am clearing the space around you to bring in the destiny helpers, the true companions, and the divine connections who will honor the light I have placed within you. I have seen the profound loneliness that has settled into the very marrow of your bones, my child. I have watched you stand in a crowded room surrounded by people who claim to know you, yet feeling as though you were a ghost among the living. You speak, but it feels like your words are hitting a wall. You share your dreams and you see the blank stares or the subtle eye rolls of those who cannot see the vision I have placed in your spirit. You have felt like an outsider in your own family, a stranger in your own home, and a misfit in your own circles. This chosen one isolation is not a mistake. I have purposely set you apart. I have seen you sitting in your car, staring out at the rain, wondering why no one seems to understand the depth of your soul or the intensity of your struggles. You have felt the sting of being left out of invitations and the silence of phones that no longer ring, as if the world has collectively decided to move on without you. But hear me now, you are not being ignored by the world. You are being hidden by me. I know the ache of being the black sheep or the one who is always too much or too different. You have often asked me, Lord, why must I walk this path alone? It is because I am doing a work in you that cannot be contaminated by the opinions and limitations of others. If you were surrounded by people who understood you, you would look to them for validation instead of looking to me. I have drawn a circle of protection around you that feels like a prison of loneliness, but it is actually a sanctuary of preparation. You are in a hidden season, a sacred cocoon where your wings are being formed. I am stripping away the voices of the world so that my voice becomes the loudest one you hear. You are not behind in life. You are being meticulously built. You are not losing your mind. You are being aligned with a higher frequency of existence. This isolation is the prerequisite for the influence I am about to give you. Those who do not understand your journey now will be the ones who marvel at your destination later. My precious one, I want you to do something for me right now. Wherever you are, stop. Take a deep breath and place your right hand over your heart. Feel that rhythmic thumping beneath your palm. That beat is not just a biological function. It is my signature on your life. It is the proof that I am still here, breathing with you, aching with you, and prevailing with you. You are never truly alone, for I am the heartbeat within your chest and the breath within your lungs. Every time you felt like giving up, it was my hand that held your spirit upright. Every time you thought you couldn't face another day, it was my strength that surged through your veins. You are part of a royal lineage, a citizen of a kingdom that the world cannot see. Rest in this truth: I have chosen you, I have called you by name, and I will never leave you nor forsake you. The world may have turned its back, but I have stepped closer. You and I together are a majority that no force in hell can defeat. Breathe in my peace, for your period of isolation is nearing its end and your season of manifestation is about to begin. You have been mourning over doors that I slammed shut, my child. You have been weeping over the no that I gave you, believing that I was being cruel or that I had forgotten your needs. I have seen you questioning my love because that job promotion didn't go through, or because that business deal fell through at the last minute, or because the person you thought was the one suddenly walked away. You felt like you were failing, like you were being left behind while everyone else moved forward. But I want you to look at me now and hear this truth: I didn't break your heart. I broke your idols. I didn't ruin your plans. I ruined the plans that were going to ruin you. You were crying because a door closed, but you didn't see the lion waiting behind that door. You were frustrated because the path was blocked, but you didn't see that the bridge ahead had already collapsed. My no was not a rejection. It was my ultimate protection. Imagine you are standing in front of a beautiful, grand building. You are desperate to get inside because you think everything you ever wanted is behind those doors. You fought, you prayed, and you sacrificed to get there, but just as you reached for the handle, I caused the ground to shake and pulled you back. You fell, you scraped your knees, and you screamed at the sky in anger. But what you couldn't see from your perspective was that the building was structurally hollow, filled with decay and destined to collapse the moment you stepped inside. If I had let you have what you wanted, you would have been buried in the rubble. I allowed you to feel the pain of the fall to save you from the finality of the crash. I saw the hidden agendas of the people you wanted to partner with. I saw the health crisis that would have hit you if you had taken that high-stress position. I saw the heartbreak that would have shattered you permanently if that relationship had continued. You often see only the immediate delay, but I see the eternal destination. You were chasing a shadow, and I was trying to give you the sun. Sometimes I have to make you uncomfortable in your current nest, so that you will finally spread your wings and fly to the heights I have destined for you. I know it hurts to lose what you thought was yours. I know it's hard to trust the potter when the clay is being squeezed and reshaped. But remember, the clay doesn't see the masterpiece. Only the potter does. I am meticulously filtering your life, removing the good things so that there is room for the best things. You were settling for crumbs, but I have prepared a feast. Every missed opportunity was a divine escape. Every failed attempt was a lesson in endurance. I am not punishing you. I am pruning you. And though the shears may sting, they are only removing what would have hindered your growth. I want you to make peace with your past right now. Stop looking back at the what-ifs and the if-onlys. Those paths were dead ends, and I closed them because I love you too much to let you waste your life in a desert. I am the God of the breakthrough, but I am also the God of the blockage. I block the path of destruction so you can find the path of life. The very frustration you are feeling today is the fuel for the testimony you will share tomorrow. You will look back in a year, or perhaps even in a few months, and you will say, "Thank you, Father, for not answering that prayer. Thank you for closing that door." You are being saved from a trap you didn't even know existed. Trust my vision over your sight. Trust my timing over your clock. I am working behind the scenes, shifting the universe in your favor, and the shaking you are experiencing is simply the sound of the old foundations being cleared away to make room for the new glory. My child, you have been asking me why everything around you seems to be trembling. You feel as though the very ground you stand on is no longer solid, and the structures you built your life upon are swaying in a violent wind. I want you to understand that this is not the work of your enemies, nor is it a sign that I have abandoned you. This is a divine shaking. I am the one moving the foundations. I am shaking your world because there were things attached to you that were never meant to be part of your future. There were people, habits, and mindsets that were like parasites draining your energy and slowing your progress. I had to shake them loose. Just as a tree must be shaken for the dead leaves and rotten fruit to fall, your life is being shaken so that only what is unshakable remains. You are being refined in the quaking, stripped of everything that is superficial, so that your true divine essence can finally emerge. I am the great gardener, and I see the potential in you that you cannot yet perceive. When a gardener prunes a vine to the vine, it feels like a mutilation. It feels like a loss of branches that took months to grow. But the gardener knows that without those cuts, the vine will waste its energy on leaves instead of producing the rich, heavy grapes it was created for. I am pruning the areas of your life that have become overgrown with distractions and compromise. I am cutting away the good enough so that you can become extraordinary. I know the cuts sting. I know the loss of familiar things feels like a death. But I promise you, my beloved, that I am not taking anything away without the intention of replacing it with something infinitely better. The space created by this shaking is the soil in which I am planting the seeds of your greatest harvest. This shaking is also a filtering process. I am separating the wheat from the chaff in your inner circle. I am removing those who only loved you for what you could do for them and those who were destined to betray you at the most critical moment of your breakthrough. I shook your world to reveal who was truly standing with you and who was just standing near you. Do not chase after what is falling away. If it is leaving during the shaking, it was never meant to stay for the glory. Let the wrong people go. Let the outdated dreams go. Let the comfortable but stagnant habits go. You are being prepared for a weight of blessing that requires a stronger, purer foundation. You are not losing your world. You are watching the old world dissolve so that the kingdom I have prepared for you can finally be established. Consider the mountain that undergoes a tectonic shift. It is a violent and terrifying process, but it is how the highest peaks are formed. You are currently in the middle of your own tectonic shift. I am rearranging the landscape of your life because the valley you were living in was too small for the person you have become. You were meant to be a city set on a hill, a beacon of light that can be seen from miles away. But to get you to that height, I had to disturb your peace in the lowlands. I had to make your current situation unbearable so that you would finally have the courage to climb. Every time you try to reach back for the things that are crumbling, you only hurt your hands. Stop trying to repair what I have marked for demolition. Trust that I am the master builder. I am clearing the debris of your past failures, your past heartaches, and your past limitations. You feel like you are in a storm, but I am the master of the storm. Even the wind and the waves obey my voice. The shaking you feel is my voice speaking over your life, saying enough. Enough of the mediocrity, enough of the hidden pain, enough of being overlooked and undervalued. When I speak, the earth trembles. When I move, kingdoms fall. I am moving on your behalf right now. I am shaking the financial systems that have held you in debt. I am shaking the legal situations that have been stacked against you. I am shaking the health issues that have been lingering in your body. It looks like chaos to the natural eye, but it is perfect order to the spiritual eye. I am aligning the stars for your favor. I am positioning you for a sudden increase that will leave you breathless. Do not fear the noise of the shaking. It is merely the sound of the old doors being torn off their hinges so that the new gates of abundance can be opened wide for you. Rest in the center of the vibration. Just as there is a calm eye in the center of every hurricane, there is a place of perfect peace in the center of my will. If you stay close to me, the shaking will not break you. It will only polish you. You are like a diamond that has been hidden deep in the earth under immense pressure and heat. The shaking is the final process that brings you to the surface where the light can finally catch your facets and reflect my glory. You have endured the pressure, you have survived the heat, and now you will survive the shaking. You are stronger than you think, and you are more precious to me than you can ever imagine. I have invested too much in you to let you be destroyed. Hold my hand tighter than you ever have before. We are moving through the tremor together, and on the other side you will find a life that is so beautiful, so stable, and so full of my presence that you will thank me for every second of the shaking. My precious child, do you know why the arrows of the enemy have been aimed so precisely at your heart? Have you wondered why you seem to face battles that others around you never even encounter? It is because there is a mark upon you, a divine seal that was placed there before the foundations of the world were laid. You have felt like a misfit, an outsider in your own life because your soul carries a frequency that does not belong to this world. You are a chosen one. This is not a title of pride, but a mantle of purpose. You were not called because you were perfect or because you had everything figured out. You were called because I saw a heart that would remain faithful even when it was breaking. I saw a spirit that would choose love even when it was met with hatred. You carry a light so bright that the darkness cannot help but be agitated by your very presence. The reason your struggle has been so intense is that the enemy recognizes your potential far better than you do. He sees the greatness I have deposited within you, and he is terrified of the moment you finally realize who you are. Every trial, every tear, and every season of lack has been an attempt to make you surrender your crown before you even realize you're wearing it. But hear me clearly, I do not give big assignments to small people. The magnitude of your battle is a direct reflection of the magnitude of your destiny. You are being forged in a fire that would have consumed anyone else, but it is only making you fireproof. Your scars are not signs of weakness. They are your credentials. They are the proof that you survived the worst the shadows could throw at you, and you are still standing. I want you to listen to my promise not as words in a book, but as a living decree from my mouth to your spirit. Do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed or look around in terror, for I am your God. I will strengthen you. Yes, I will help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. When you walk through the waters of affliction, they will not overflow you. When you walk through the flames of betrayal, you will not be burned. My hand is over your life like a shield that no weapon can penetrate. I have engraved your name on the palms of my hands, and I have set my angels as a hedge around your dwelling. You are my prized possession, my masterpiece in progress, and no power in heaven or on earth can snatch you out of my grip. If you believe in this power of protection and you are ready to claim your status as my chosen one, do not stay silent. Press the like button and click the subscribe button right now to join this family of light. This is your act of faith, a signal to the heavens that you are coming into agreement with my divine plan for your life. By subscribing, you are planting your feet on holy ground and refusing to let the enemy steal your peace. Type I am chosen or 1111 in the comments to activate the shifting of your atmosphere. This is the moment your alignment begins to bring forth your manifestation. This divine seal I have placed upon you is an invisible mark that tells the spiritual realm you are off limits. It is a seal of ownership that says you belong to the Creator of the stars. Even when you felt lost, that seal was guiding you back to me. Even when you felt unloved, that seal was attracting the grace you needed to survive. I have watched you handle the little things with such integrity, the quiet acts of kindness when no one was watching, the way you prayed for those who hurt you, the way you kept going when you wanted to give up. This has been your entrance exam for the much that I am about to release. You have shown me your faithfulness in the valley, and now I am ready to show the world my faithfulness on the mountain. The weight of the blessing I am preparing for you requires the strong shoulders you have developed during this season of shaking. A weak person cannot carry a heavy blessing. They would be crushed by it. But you have been strengthened by the resistance. You have been matured by the delay. Your character has been refined until it matches the scale of the promise. You are no longer the person you were a year ago. You are stronger, wiser, and more deeply rooted in me. The seal is now glowing with an intensity that signifies your time of hiding is over. You are about to step into a level of authority and favor that will make every year of suffering seem like a small price to pay for the glory that is being revealed in you. Pay close attention. My beloved, for the atmosphere around you has already begun to shift. Even as you listen to these words, the gears of the universe are turning in your favor, and the spiritual realm is responding to the decree I have spoken over your life. In the next 24 hours, I am going to send you specific, undeniable signs to confirm that my intervention has begun. These are not coincidences, and they are not products of your imagination. They are heavenly winks, divine signals designed to tell your weary heart that I am moving. You will begin to notice patterns that you once overlooked. You might see repeating numbers on a clock, a license plate, or a phone screen, numbers like 1111, 711, or 1212 appearing exactly when you are thinking of a problem or whispering a prayer. When you see them, do not dismiss them. Take a deep breath and say, "Thank you, Father, for the sign." It is my way of letting you know that the chaos is coming to an end, and my divine order is being established. You will also experience a sudden, unexplained shift in your internal weather. For months, you have been carrying a heavy fog of anxiety and a knot of tension in your stomach. In the coming hours, you will feel that knot begin to loosen. A peace that surpasses all human understanding will wash over you, even if your external circumstances haven't fully changed yet. This is the peace of the storm center. You will find yourself breathing more deeply, and the intrusive thoughts that have been tormenting you will lose their power. I am clearing the mental clutter so you can hear my whispers more clearly. Furthermore, watch for an unexpected communication. It may be a text message from someone you haven't spoken to in years, a random phone call, or an email that brings a piece of information you've been waiting for. I am stirring the hearts of people on your behalf, prompting them to reach out exactly when you need it most. I am also placing divine reminders in your path. You might overhear a stranger in a grocery store say the exact words you needed to hear. Or you might flip through a book and land on a page that addresses your current struggle perfectly. A specific song might play that carries a memory of hope, or you might see a bird or a flower that reminds you of my promise to provide. I am using the physical world to speak to your spiritual ears. These signs are the first ripples of the tidal wave of blessing that is coming. They are meant to build your expectancy muscle. I want you to walk through your day tomorrow with your head up and your eyes open, looking for me in the details. The more you acknowledge these small signs, the more you open the portal for the major miracles to manifest. Do not let doubt steal your focus when these signs appear. The enemy will try to tell you it's just a random chance, but you know better. You are a chosen one, and your life is not governed by chance, it is governed by my hand. These next 24 hours are a bridge between the shaking and the showing. I am showing you that I am alive, I am present, and I am in total control. As these signs manifest, let them settle into your spirit as a holy certainty. You don't have to figure out the how or the when of the bigger miracle. You only need to recognize the who behind the signs. I am the one who speaks and the stars obey. Surely I can orchestrate a few signs to comfort my child. Rest tonight in the anticipation of what tomorrow brings, for the first light of your new dawn is already breaking through the horizon. I have seen the heavy burden of the numbers that never seem to add up, my child. I have been there when you looked at your bank account and felt a cold knot of fear in your stomach. I saw you calculating, stretching every penny, and wondering if you would ever be free from the suffocating cycle of just enough or not enough. I saw the times you were overlooked for a promotion you deserved and the times others took credit for your hard work. I saw the resources that were stolen from you, the money lost to bad investments, the medical bills that drained your savings, and the people who took advantage of your generosity and never paid you back. You have felt like a bucket with a hole in the bottom where no matter how much you pour in, it never stays. But hear my decree today. The season of leakage is over. I am the source of all provision, and I am closing the holes that have drained your life. I am not just the God of your soul. I am the God of your supply. I am the one who owns the cattle on 1,000 hills and the gold in every mine. I am now stepping into your financial affairs as the great compensator. I am going to fulfill the promise I made. I will restore to you the years that the swarming locust has eaten. I am going to pay you back for the years you worked for nothing, the years you spent in debt, and the years you sacrificed your own dreams to keep others afloat. I am opening the windows of heaven to pour out a blessing that you will not have room enough to receive. This is not about a temporary fix or a lucky break. This is about a divine reversal. I am rearranging the economy of your life so that you transition from the borrower to the lender, from the person who struggles to the person who distributes. I will restore to you the years that the locust hath eaten, the cankerworm and the caterpillar and the palmer worm, my great army which I sent among you. I have heard the cries of injustice that you were too tired to speak aloud. I saw the contracts that were breached, the wages that were withheld, and the systems designed to keep you down. I am the supreme judge, and I am bringing your case to the forefront of the heavenly court. The wealth that has been hidden from you is being released. I am giving you treasures of darkness and hidden riches of secret places. You will receive unexpected phone calls, refunds you didn't know were coming, and opportunities for increase that seem to fall out of the sky. But remember, my beloved, this provision is for a purpose. I am blessing you so that you can be a blessing. I am giving you the resources to fulfill the mission I placed in your heart, to help the poor, to build the kingdom, and to leave a legacy for your children's children. If you believe that your breakthrough and provision is manifesting right now, do not stay silent. This is a moment of high spiritual alignment. Press the like button and click subscribe to seal this covenant of abundance. By doing this, you are telling the universe that you no longer agree with the spirit of lack. Type "I receive my restoration" or 8888 in the comments below to claim your double portion. This act of faith signals that you are ready to handle the weight of the blessing I am about to pour into your hands. Do not let the enemy tell you it is impossible. What is impossible for man is effortless for me. I am preparing a table for you in the presence of your enemies, the enemies of debt, poverty, and financial stagnation. Those who watched you struggle will now watch you flourish. Those who mocked your faith when you were down will marvel at my favor when you are up. You will not have to beg, you will not have to compromise your integrity, and you will not have to work yourself into a state of exhaustion. I am giving you divine favor that will open doors that your money or your education never could. The shaking of your world was necessary to break the chains of financial limitation that were passed down through your bloodline. You are the one who is breaking the cycle. You are the one who is stepping into the overflow. Rest in my provision, for I am the God who provides, and your storehouses are about to be filled. I have seen the smirks on their faces when you failed, my child. I have heard the whispers in the hallways of your workplace and the mocking laughter in the group chats where you were the target of their ridicule. I saw the moments they intentionally left you out, the moments they talked over you as if your voice didn't matter, and the way they looked down on you because you didn't have what they had or didn't fit into their narrow boxes. They thought they had seen the last of you. They judged your future by your current struggle, not realizing that I was the one who allowed the struggle to refine you. They mistook my silence for my absence, and they mistook your humility for weakness. But I am the God of the great reversal, and the very people who dismissed you are about to be forced to witness the glory I am pouring into your life. The tables are turning not by your hand but by mine, and those who sought to witness your downfall will instead become the audience for your divine elevation. I am setting a table for you, and I am doing it in the presence of your enemies. Those who tried to bury you didn't realize you were a seed. Those who tried to drown you didn't realize you were made to walk on water with me. I am going to lift you so high that they will have to look up just to see your shadow. I will vindicate you so completely that you won't even have to say a word in your own defense. My favor upon you will be the only argument needed. I am bringing you into a season where your success will be their greatest mystery. They will wonder how you survived the fire they started. They will wonder how you got the position they tried to keep you from. They will wonder how you still have a smile on your face after everything they put you through. I am turning their no into my yes and their never into my now. Their attempts to block you were merely the stones I used to build the staircase to your destiny. This is not for the sake of revenge, for vengeance belongs to me, but this is for the sake of my testimony. I want them to see that when I choose a person, no human scheme can stop them. I want them to see that your light was not something you created, but something I placed within you. They will watch you receive the honor that they tried to steal. They will watch you enter the rooms they tried to lock. They will watch you be celebrated by the very people they tried to turn against you. I am changing the narrative. You will no longer be the victim of their stories. You will be the victor of mine. Every word spoken against you will fall to the ground powerless, while every word I have spoken over you will manifest for all to see. You are being promoted in the sight of those who tried to demote you, and my hand of favor will be so evident that even your harshest critics will have to admit that I am with you. Do not look at them with bitterness when this happens. My precious one, look at them with my compassion, for they are witnessing a miracle they cannot explain. Your elevation is their invitation to see my power. As you rise, keep your heart pure. Let your success be your silence. You don't need to post about it to prove it. The fruit of your life will speak louder than any words. I am vindicating your character, your integrity, and your faith. The people who once ignored your calls will soon be asking for your advice. Those who once pushed you aside will be seeking your favor. I have taken you through the low valley so that when I bring you to the high mountain, you will know exactly who put you there. The stage is being set, the curtain is rising, and the world is about to see what happens when the creator of the universe decides to honor his chosen one. You were mocked in private, but you will be honored in public. My beloved child, look closely at the person you are becoming in this very moment. You are no longer the one who entered the storm with trembling hands and a heart full of doubt. That version of you, the one who was easily wounded by the opinions of others and paralyzed by the fear of the unknown, has been consumed by the fire. I have allowed the heat of your trials to burn away the dross of insecurity, the layers of people-pleasing, and the false identities you wore to fit into a world that was never big enough for your spirit. What is emerging from the ashes is the greatest version of yourself, a version forged in resilience, tempered by tears and polished by the sheer weight of my presence. You are no longer a victim of your circumstances. You are a master of your destiny. This new version of you possesses a lion's heart and a quiet, unshakable confidence that doesn't need to scream to be heard. You are walking with a new authority, a divine dignity that comes from knowing exactly who you are and whose you are. The person you used to be would have been shattered by the betrayals you recently endured, but this new version of you is fireproof. You have learned that the gossip of small-minded people cannot touch the purpose of a great-minded God. You have discovered that your worth is not a fluctuating currency based on human approval, but a fixed treasure anchored in my eternal love. This greatest version of you doesn't just survive, you thrive. You carry a peace that acts as a shield, deflecting the arrows of negativity before they can even reach your mind. You have a new voice now, a voice that speaks life into dead situations, a voice that commands the atmosphere to shift, and a voice that will lead others out of the same darkness you once inhabited. You are becoming a beacon of hope, a living testimony that what was meant to destroy you only succeeded in perfecting you. I am activating your hidden gifts, the talents you buried because you didn't think you were good enough. Watch as I bring them to the surface with an intensity that will amaze even you. If you can feel this spiritual shift happening within your soul right now, if you can sense the old you falling away and the new you rising like a phoenix, then let this be your moment of public declaration. Press the like button and click that subscribe button now to signal to the heavens that you are ready to walk as the greatest version of yourself. By joining this family of believers, you are surrounding yourself with the energy of victory and leaving the frequency of defeat behind. This is your commitment to the path of light I have set before you. Do not stay silent in this holy moment of transition. Type "I believe in my new beginning" or 1212 in the comments to lock in this transformation. Your words are seeds, and by declaring your belief, you are watering the garden of your new life. The doors that were locked to the old you will fly open for the version of you that is standing here today, because you finally have the character to match the calling. You are now stepping into your true mission. Everything you have been through, the lonely nights, the financial struggles, the heartbreaks, has been your training ground. You are no longer just a student of life. You are a leader of souls. The strength you have gained is not just for your own benefit, but for the millions who are still trapped in the valley where you once stood. You have a depth of empathy that can only be earned through suffering, and a height of wisdom that can only be reached through faith. This greatest version of you is ready to carry the heavy blessings of influence, wealth, and impact that I have been reserving for this exact moment. You are not just a survivor, you are a pioneer. You are breaking generational curses and paving a new way for those who follow you. Stand tall, my precious chosen one. Your shoulders are now strong enough to carry the crown, and your heart is now pure enough to reflect my glory without distortion. The world hasn't seen anything yet. The real you has just arrived. My beloved child, we have come to the moment of the final seal. I want you to take a deep, long breath and feel the stillness that is now settling over your life. The heavy lifting of the transition is complete. I have spoken, and my word never returns to me void. It always accomplishes that which I purpose. The shaking that terrified you was the sound of me clearing the ground for your palace. The losses that grieved you were me removing the baggage that would have slowed your ascent. It is finished. The blueprint of your new life is already being executed in the heavens, and you will see the physical manifestation with your own eyes sooner than you think. You are no longer the one who is barely surviving. You are the one who has been divinely rescued and repositioned for greatness. The old cycle is broken. The debt is canceled in the spiritual realm, and the peace I have given you tonight is a permanent resident in your heart. You no longer have to run, my precious chosen one. I have established a banquet table for you in the very sight of those who tried to destroy you. You can sit down and eat in peace, for I am your guard and your guide. You do not need to look over your shoulder with fear, for my goodness and mercy are following you every single day of your life. I have vindicated you, I have healed you, and I have empowered you. As you move forward from this moment, walk with your head held high. You carry the DNA of the Creator. You are a citizen of a kingdom that cannot be shaken. The world will look at you and see a light they cannot explain, and you will simply smile knowing that it is my glory shining through your scars. Your story is not a tragedy. It is the ultimate epic of redemption. You were about to fall, so I shook your world, and in that shaking I saved you. Seal this prophecy now and forever in your life. Do not let the thief of doubt steal the seeds I have planted in your spirit today. I want you to lock this blessing into your reality by making your final declaration. Type "I accept your divine intervention" or "Amen" in the comments right now to confirm that you have received every word of this message. By typing "It is done" or 7007, you are putting a spiritual signature on this promise, making it an unbreakable covenant between you and your Father. Do not leave this space without leaving your mark. This is the moment where your faith meets my power, and the result is a miracle that no man can stop. Claim it, own it, and live it. Your life will never be the same after this day, for the seal of heaven is upon you, and my hand is guiding your every step toward the abundance I have prepared. Do not walk this path alone. You are part of a holy movement, a family of chosen ones who are rising across the earth. I invite you one last time to press the like button and click subscribe to become a permanent part of this spiritual sanctuary. By doing so, you are signaling to me that you want to continue this journey of light, and that you are ready for the deeper revelations I have yet to share. When you subscribe, you are joining a collective frequency of victory that will sustain you when the world gets noisy. Share this message with 3 people who are currently in their own storm. Be the vessel that brings them the rescue I brought to you. Remember, a reservoir stays stagnant, but a vessel that pours out will always be refilled. Your generosity in sharing this light will only cause my light to shine brighter upon your own path. My child, my love for you is eternal, and my plans for you are only just beginning to unfold. You have survived the shaking, but there is still much for us to discuss. There is a specific secret I have yet to reveal to you, a secret about the identity of the hidden force that was trying to stop you and why their power has been permanently broken. I will disclose this in our next private conversation, for there are things you are now ready to know that you couldn't have handled before the shaking. Until then, rest in my arms. Live your best life free from stress and full of joy, for I am here. I am alive in you. The rescue is over and the rain has begun. I love you, my precious one. We will speak again very soon. This is not the end. It is your magnificent new beginning.